Welcome back to what, as usual, might be the final episode of Dread Delusion. Or I'm delusional in thinking that, because I've said that now 3 days in a row. Where am I? What trinkets do I have equipped? The good ones. Okay. Still have the cheese sword. Excellent. Are we in Quill? Why are we in Quill? Okay. Okay, you have no new upgrades. Well, we should be at the desert island. Don't know why we're not. You're an illusion, right? Yeah. Where was the desert island? It's around here somewhere. Because we got into it and then I had to leave for work yesterday. Giant mushroom. That's the God War Island. That's the giant ship. This is me flying drunk because I'm not paying attention to where I'm flying. I'm just trying to go wherever makes sense. I think it's this one, maybe. Yeah, that looks right. Yep. Speaking of which, I forgot to panic check because I don't trust my memory lately. Cool. Yep. I'm not on today. Thought about checking that before I went live. Completely forgot to. So, I think there was one point a week or two ago that I looked at the schedule and then I was like, oh, I'm on a day that I didn't realize. I hadn't missed the shift, but still was concerning. So now that we're back where we're supposed to be, and not getting randomly teleported for some reason. There's just little skulls around? Don't know how I didn't notice that yesterday. Because, hey, now it's open. Imbarian ore. Okay. I kind of like that for the passage more than for the ore. I think I hit both of the levers, but then there was something else up here that maybe I couldn't get into because I didn't have enough might. Because a lot of stuff I'm running into now is like, no, you need might 8 to 10 or something. Why did I set my water down? There it is. I think it was this mine thing up here. Of course, 85 charm, I think I got 75, yeah. And I have the funny hat on, and I don't have charm robes. I should not have the funny hat on for combat reasons. Anything behind this tree? Nope. That's fine. I think this was where we got to. Barred from the other side. That's fine. Might be the only time I've killed one of you without taking any damage. I think we already hit the second lever over here. So maybe at this point it's just up to the ship. Because that's Sads McGee. I wonder if that's going to be a thing later. Like, hey, if you find all of the green skulls now, we'll give you a thing. Not... Don't blast him. He didn't deserve that. But if you got a crystal thing, I'm going to use it to re-up. Open? Yay. Barred from the other side. That's fine. Spooky Jost. Nope, that just put him right there. That's fine. Can't summon here. Well, I'm trying to summon down there. Honestly, that works. I think. Don't give up, Blood Splatter, and God Killer. Those are some names. Why are we not... Really? Okay. Okay, well, y'all kind of suck at... I gave you, like, perfect tower defense area, and you can't lead your targets, apparently. Speaking of which, what did you drop? Coins? Yoink. See, and, like, now I'm out of mana, so... Summoning you guys wasn't even worth it. Okay, nice of you to all teleport after me and start blocking my way. I guess at least you're not just stuck up there. Try and be positive. Not what I meant to do. Can you knock it off? That's got to be the lore way through. If you wanted to avoid combat. I'm sure that's all it is. What about this? Can we get through here? Doors shut tight. 80 charm. I can get you 75. Did you guys really just block me in? Alright. How do I unsummon you? If you're gonna be huge assholes, you can stay down there. Okay, not that way, this way. That was dumb luck. I'll take it. More dumb luck. That's fine. Gained a poison. Ooh. If only I ever used that. This must be the engine thingy. Rasmussen's Sphere. To face Vela in the cradle, you'll need to upgrade the cutter. On a desert island, you found the Emberian Rasmussen Sphere, which should allow the cutter to bypass the cradle's protective force field. You should return to the High Confessor with what you found. Okay. Oh, hey. Ooh. Okay. 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 Let me teleport. Let me get out. No, we're just stuck here. That's annoying. I thought that might have been like a treasure room or something. I didn't realize that it was just gonna say, no, fuck you. Also, why didn't that put me back? I guess I died, that's why. I was thinking I would have respawned at the crystal. And this is going to be stupid, because the last door is just going to be to, like, circle back. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a barred door that just takes you right back to the beginning. But my brain is like, if you don't go through the door, you'll never know. I guess we figured out how to unsummon the skeletons. There's really no lore way through that I could maybe be good at. Okay, you cannot press E to shut that. Probably still a shortcut back. That was a weird bar. Yeah. Yep. I knew it. Does this save me much time? No. But also hear me out. Which way is the ship? I actually don't know. Ship? Ship? Oh, there you are. You'd think the giant green snail would have given it away, but weirdly it doesn't look different enough from the environment for my brain. Return to High Confessor. Okay. Where High Confessor? Where is Confessor High stuff? Hey, Pegith. How's it going? I'm about as big as you now. What do we got? There it is. Probably. Is there a dock here? That's not a dock. That's like for an elevator or something. That's fine. I have a solution. I do not have a solution. The anchor did not go down. Ship's anchor can't be lowered here. Well, howst the frack? Can I dock here? No. That is a very big cannon on the front. Is there a way to call the blinding light back down? I thought there was, but I'm not seeing anything. Now the anchor lowers. I say assuming I can ever get back up on this wall. That's funny that there's just a couple trees that didn't go with it. Okay. Do. Oh. Is there one more? No. I want one past somehow. There we go. Confessor. So it seems you have secured all the necessary components, Confessor. Basalt informs me that the cutter is ready. This will be your final mission, for after this I will declare your penance fulfilled. You'll be free to roam the Sky Realms once more. I've kind of been free to roam the Sky Realms. But I wanted to offer you a place here, in this tribunal, if you wish to serve the Inquisition alongside me. I think I'd rather see it burn. She chuckles gutturally. In truth, I don't blame you, Confessor. Though I guess I'll have to watch my back. But to the task at hand. You will assemble your strike team. For this final assignment, you will approach the cradle in the cutter and fight your way through Vela's defenses. We've seen no sign of aberrant behavior from the cradle, so we can only assume that Vela has not yet awakened the creature within. You must kill her before she can do any harm. I mean, why not capture? You didn't sail with her back in the days. You did not love her as I did. You were not betrayed by her and left to die. She gasps for breath. If left to enact her plans, Vela will be the death of a soul. That woman deserves nothing but better than death. Okay. Just get the cutter docked with the cradle and the rest of your team will begin the assault. Expect fierce resistance. Sacrifices may be necessary. We may not all meet again. But know this. I've come to respect you, Confessor. I trust that when it comes to it, you will do the right thing. You fool. Where is the cutter? Cutter is down. Hello. Orlaith looks agitated, shifting in her armor. You know, I've faced up to impossible odds before. Always bested them. So why do I feel so goddamned nervous? She looks at her hand, and it's trembling slightly. She clenches it into a fist. I guess I've always looked up to Vela. She's saved me more times than I can count. So even though I know this is the right thing to do, my stomach's still churning. Listen, Confessor. When we met, you told me we'd stop Vela without bloodshed. I think we can safely say that we tried and failed in that regard, eh? So this time I ain't asking questions. I'm letting my sword do the talking. You better be okay with that. Yeah. Do your worst. Do I hear a lust for revenge in your tone, Confessor? She did skewer you pretty good back there. You know, I've never felt like I've belonged anywhere. Being born from a glass tube will do that to you. Even those first few years with Vela, when we thought we were really making a difference, It was still Vela's dream we were chasing, you know? But now, I think I finally know what my purpose is. To stop the evils of my ancestors from ever being repeated. Or die trying. For better or worse, that's thanks to you, Confessor. So I suppose I just want to say thank you. Sure, my pleasure. She smiles warmly at you. You got anything, Frost? He's sipping from a teacup, which he raises in salute at your approach. Ah, Confessor, good of you to join us. So here we are at last. The interval is nearly over. The curtain's soon to open. Everything's in place for the final act. I just hope I can remember my lines. You'll do fine. We've rehearsed plenty. Nevertheless, a little stage fright is only natural. This is the confrontation I've been running from all along. This is what I became Horus to escape. Yet I'm finding the fear is less biting than before. Feels calming somehow to at last be walking towards my troubles with a firm resolve. Funny how long we resist the simplest lessons. Confessor, do you remember our first meeting? Lately I've found myself turning it over in my brain. At the time, you argued we should use the power of the angel to build a better world. I was hesitant, of course. I scarcely trusted myself to choose a pair of curtains, let alone the fate of humanity. But I've come to the conclusion that you were right and I was wrong. It's all Horus's fault, I'm afraid. His visions were so good because he still had hope. Hope that every person could be redeemed, that love really was more powerful than despair. When you reawakened my old self, that hope didn't die. It stayed with me. Infectious, all mixed up together with everything I've seen and done. Everything the Clockwork Kingdom ever tried was mere child's play compared to the angel. This is it. The real deal. And now that we're on the precipice, I find I cannot turn my back. So you see, I have to believe Horus wasn't wrong to hope. I mean that literally. I have no choice but to believe. Alright, I'm with you. You mean it? Very well then, let us take our places for the performance of a lifetime. I'm gonna flipping regret all of this, aren't I? I don't want to talk to you. He's the plain boring one. Honestly, I didn't even see the ghost lady, but I kind of don't want to talk to her either. Embark on your final mission. Are you sure? Because it keeps seeming like it's the final mission, and seeming? I meant seeming. And then it's not, so I don't know. Do you have your mirror? You don't, but that's okay. Ooh, here we go. Void Steel Sword, Clockwork Sword, Shroomweave Sword. Masterwork forged from Void Ore, the legendary metal that absorbs light and nullifies the effects of magic. A fearsome weapon indeed, although staring at the blade for too long is said to be dangerous. Clockwork, sword's hilt is inlaid with ingenious hidden mechanisms which can reconfigure the blade into two at the flick of a switch, wrong-footing the enemy. An ethereal sword of Shroomweave, a substance long sought after by spellcasters. When gripped in one's hand, it is said that Shroomweave makes casting spells quicker and is less taxing on the mind. Okay, well, we have to do that. I was going to do Void. Fully upgraded weapon with one of the rarest ores. Nice. I was going to do Void Weave, and then it was like, Emberian Helm. Acquire a restored suit of Emberian armor. I think I just have the helm. Right? Apparently it was just to fix up the one. Yeah, I don't think I have armor. Boosts all skills significantly. Okay, so let's take a look. Right now, I have -5 to attack. That's funny. Spellcast 132, lore 90. If I go equip this... Spellcast 152, lore 80. So lore does go down, but spellcasting goes up. But armor also goes up by 30. What am I? I'm looking at the wrong one. I guess we'll stick with the Emberian helm for now. That's cool. Shielding potion. Oh, luck elixir. Okay. I still have, like, treasure I forgot to sell. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. Nothing back over here. Okay. We're aboard the most abhorrent vessel ever constructed, surrounded by the Union Navy, on our way to face Vela Kalos and capture her captive eldritch horror. Careful, Confessor. Anything more dangerous and I might start having fun. Okay. No, can't do that. Looks like a shortcut way back. I thought we had to go back to the Underlands for something, but maybe I'm wrong. Literally just a death altar to be like, no, you can respawn here. Uh-oh. Are y'all gonna be as weak as you were in the beginning? No. No, they're not. That does feel a little bit faster. I think mana potions will actually have more of an effect now as long as I stick with spells like that. Duchess is clearly straining to maintain her powerful cipher spell. Don't worry about me, Confessor. I've faced worse odds than this. Just find Frost and get inside this thing. I mean, there's only like 6 of them or something. I feel like a fireball might work a little bit better. What do we got? Frost is up there. Those look like angry machines, so I'm gonna go this way. Dead. No, there's a big fan. Can I shoot through it? Not really, no. Frost is once again fiddling with his handheld door-breaking device, but this time he's visibly under stress. Confessor, you've arrived in the nick of time. Confound these obstinate Emberians! I'm attempting to halt this aeration turbine to afford our ingress, but it appears there's a failsafe switch somewhere nearby. Most likely on the platform beneath here. There's an elevator down nearby. Find that switch, shut it off, and you'll have your door. Behind you, there's a deafening shriek of offensive magic and a flash of blue light that briefly casts deep shadows across Frost's face. He looks worried. Quickly now, Confessor. Let's not miss our cue. Okay. Do you mean this elevator? This music is addictive. I never know with elevators if you're going to need to turn around or not. So sometimes I do, and then I'm just backwards when it gets there. I'm like, oh, I look stupid. Oh, okay. Do I have the right charms on? I do. Sick. Hello, Geodemon. Welcome to the end, I think. Maybe. I know I've said that a few days. Anyway, I made my sword into a spell. I finally figured out how to use the clockwork, void, steel, and shroom weave stuff, and we chose shroom weave because it was like, hey, we're really good at magic. I was like, okay. Don't gotta sell me thrice. Yeah, it makes spells cost less mana and cast faster. So I'm like, cool. Between Emberian Helm, which boosts all skills significantly, and then we've got Magical Manacles and Eldritch Focus and Shroomweave Sword, it's like, we might be finally getting somewhere. I could do the Ring of Spellcraft. Sure. That's gonna bite me in the ass when I forget that I'm not wearing the Ring of Featherfall and I jump off a cliff. Oh, is that the lever I'm supposed to pull? Might be a couple levers. I think this is a shortcut way back, though, so it's good to unlock. Unfortunately, it does not sound like a lightsaber. Indeed it might, but if it does, it'll probably be funny. I was like, why is that not opening? More Emberian ore. Delusion, for sure, still valuable. Zoom. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, you're an enemy. I definitely thought you were just Basalt, or Basalt, whatever his name is. I was like, that's weird. Caxton now! Frost's body lies mangled within the twisted wreckage of his clockwork armor, his fine clothes sodden with blood. Ah, fuck. Can you call it armor? It's really just legs. Hang in there. We'll get you back to the cutter. Oh, wait. You finally swore. I'm proud of you. Gives you a weak but genuine grin before coughing up blood. Go and fuck yourself, Confessor. Not a bad finish for old Caxton Frost, eh? A final stand, a heroic downfall, not a dry eye in the house. Dramatic to the last. Curtain's not fallen yet, eh, darling? If you can build something better out of all these ashes, then it won't have been for nothing. He reaches up and grips your hand tightly. Please, Confessor, activate the angel. Make all this worth a damn. He releases your hand and slumps back, his strength failing. And please tell Sam I'm sorry. I really did want to come back to him. You can tell him yourself. His eyes are screwed tightly shut and he no longer seems to hear anything you say. The angel, please, You have to... Sam? Sam. Well, he probably did. No. Nope. Don't click on him. Ooh. I forgot. I forgot about the critical ring. Ah, it feels good. I hope there's a crystal before the end. Just so I don't have to use any of my 27 mana potions. The door seems to be barred from this side, but okay. Wonder if the shoes that boost your speed only work when you use a speed skill. No, I think they don't work super well. Increase movement speed by 40%. Because my movement speed is already garbage, so 40% doesn't feel like a big difference. I bet if I use them with a speed spell, it would be ridiculous. Okay, well that's where the Duchess was, I think. I finally feel like a wizard. We've got 2 doors. I'm guessing that one's going to be a shortcut back, and that one's going to be the way forward, but let's just double check. Loot recovery room? Is this anything? No. So what's this way? Another fan? Oh no. Bury an ore. Can I can't go that way. Shit. Well. You know the law. Critical spellcast. What does that mean for a speed spell? Does it mean time? More and bury an ore. I don't have to fight you all, I just want your loot. That's not a box I can break. I think it means time, because it feels like I shouldn't have been able to run all that way. Oh, that's not even a door. I'm stupid. So this has to be the way forward. Nope, go, go, go. Come on. Ah, it's run out. That's fine. We just looted that entire area and, like, nothing. It's really funny because there's probably only, like, 4 bars or something to the song, but my brain is just, like, happy monkey noises. You have unspent delusions? Quick, we gotta go back and get those Might 8 doors. Found my charisma a little short lately, so I'll do that. Shit. This is hilarious that he's fully ignoring them. Really? There we go. That is less powerful than I thought, and probably because it's hitting your shield, but still. Critical speed cast. See, like, I almost thought about, I could just jump off the elevator and go down further and faster, and then I was like, oh, hey, dumbass. You don't have the featherfall ring on anymore. Don't do that. Droog. Death rattle, and don't give up. My loyal minions, you have defeated this mini-boss for me. In my name, you have slain the Emberian automatons. Or automatons, if you're nasty. I hear Bo. Oh, that's just you guys. Am I going the right way? That's a way. Yep. This way. Dead. What does this do? Where'd this go? Delusion. Okay, I don't know what that does. Was this anything? Unfortunately, big boat, lot of space. Yeah. Many haul big boat. Mini haul big boat is okay. This was a dead end. Okay, so it has to be this way. I don't think I like the magic system as much here because you kind of have to get all these different items to build it up. No, that looks like main boss area. Versus like games where you get better spells and like your character becomes stronger. I don't know, it feels like there's two of you fuckers now? Okay. Okay, well, apparently when you don't turn around, it makes it super easy. With the items only sort of way forward, like, I'm still using the same basic spell I've had since the Endless Isles or something. Why are you getting blocked? Okay. That's incredibly frustrating. The railing blocked it. For the item-only kind of stuff, it makes it feel a little bit like it's not you being stronger, it's just you find more rare shit, like accumulating wealth, I guess, instead of power. Hey, it's up, bot. Cradle network breached, security protocols overwritten, control of mechanical humanoids severed. Further, containment compromised for prime specimen code Angel. Entity is attempting to replicate. Access to cradle womb sealed until threat nullified. Additional information restricted to Class A citizens and above. Hang on. Put on my fancy charm hat. All your citizens have been dead for hundreds of years. If you want to stop this angel spawn, I'm your only chance. Class A population count 0. Class B population count 0. Class C population count 0. Threat level critical. Without containment, prime specimen replication will trigger disaster event tier 0 destruction of reality. Additional information request granted. Prime specimen code Angel is attempting to replicate. The resulting subspecimen code designation Angel spawn. Client services. No, thank you. I love getting scam calls. Is located in the power relay chamber. Subspecimen code Angel spawn is capable of distorting reality. Designated Class A threat. Use of force not advised. Overloading power relay chamber may result in subspecimen's destruction without unnecessary conflict. Speaker should look for 4 override terminals. High technical skill required. Ceasing communication. Oh! Interesting. So that is main boss chamber. I guess that's Angel spawn, because that's Lil version. You're telling me I can just pass lore checks? Speaking of which. Put my helmet back on. I think that's 3 of those I've activated. 3 or 2. I mean, if you're going to be slow, I can just run away. I don't have to fight you. Death, thank you. Okay, well, I might have to fight you if my skeletons are really stupid. Oop. There you go. Be dead. I guess we can... 10 seconds until ads. Sag. Now I have to not do anything cool for like 3 minutes. And bury an ore, that's not cool at this point. What's up? Which one are you, Death Rattle or Droog? Can't tell. I want to hit the override switch, but I don't know if it's going to do a cutscene or something, so I'm actively not doing it. Stretch. One more minute. I guess I could refill my water. Good boy, Domino. Are we back? I think we're back. We seem to maybe be back. Geodemon, I'm gonna pull the lever. Thought that was gonna be a little bit more dramatic. Is back? Excellent. That's how we got in. Was that all 4? You were just loot. I don't know, maybe it was only 3 or something. That's just a catwalk. Two. Again. That's fine. I don't need the skeletons. You still alive in there? Can't tell. Yeah, see, the skeletons catch up. Three. The bot hologram said 4 switches. But this just takes me back to where I found the other one. So where is the 4th? Is it in the room with it? I guess it might be in the room with it. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anywhere else to go. There's a door on the other side. This feels wrong. This feels like I'm missing something obvious. Oh, I don't need that anymore because I realized when I was loading up the game today that I have an achievement for completing your map of the Oniric Isles. Is there a secret override somewhere I'm not hitting? I don't think there is. Unless it's in here and I'm just not seeing it. Hi. Yay, map. Map. Oh, for map achievement. I was like, I don't really have an interior map of this place as much as I would like one. Like, we can just fight the thing. There's nothing in here. You said 4, right? Four, yeah, override terminals. Okay. Where is number 4? So there were 2 on this side. I only found 1 over here on this side of getting to it, which was up here. Just double checking I pressed them all now. Oh, hey, I can just do this. Yeah, I don't see any override terminals in there. And I'm not seeing a 4th override terminal, so... Maybe some kind of compass might help with this game's future. I mean, I know where I am. I have a mental map of the place. I just have no idea where the 4th override switch might be. I'm maybe an idiot? There we go. So this is barred from this side. That was where I found the loot box, and then I decided this was done for. So how do we get into the other side? Or is that supposed to be a shortcut at the end? Because I kind of just ran through over here, so there might be an override switch here somewhere. Okay. No. I mean, for objectives, gotcha. I don't know if this game's getting any more development or not. Because the one override switch I did down below was to stop this fan so we could get in this way. Go back to fan, I think it slowed for a moment. It slows if I open the menu. But I can get to both sides of it just fine. Is there an override console in this weird room that I missed? No. Doesn't seem to be. No. Okay. So the wiki's not super helpful. It's just saying that you're down to one skeleton. Yeah, one of the machines killed the last one. It's just saying you have to activate the consoles before getting into the arena. So there's got to be a fourth one somewhere. This is barred, and the only thing I can think of is it's a shortcut back later. I think I'm going to call this my last look around, and then I'm just going to go into combat. Fuck it. Hey, Skelly. Yeah, nothing in this room. Get out of my way. And these haven't been, like, hidden under stairs and stuff, so I don't think I'm missing any that way. There's this one. I definitely pushed that. This is just a little ledge. This doesn't go anywhere. There's a balcony outside that doesn't seem to do anything. Nothing under the stairs here. Number 2. Even better view of the arena. A weird symbol thing over the door. This was number 3. Ow. Okay. I love biting my tongue a little bit when I sneeze. It's great. This is where we came in. Do I need to hit you separately? No. Okay. Here we go. Number 4. A lot of spikes down here. Did we lose our boss music? That's sad. Yeah, and that leads back out here. Okay. Interesting little hidden mechanism. Slightly annoying to find because you can run past it very quickly. But that's okay. We got there. And now we've skipped a boss battle. The real question is, what is our next counter to being force-pulled into a thrust? Like, what's to stop Vela from just killing us the way she killed us last time? Yay, no more angel spawn. I think no more skellies either, but that's fine. Do either of you have shields? I don't think you do. Jumps into the laser beam, dies, the world ends. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I can literally just walk past them both. No, he hasn't noticed me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's gonna be stuck in my head for weeks now. It's a little rude of them to take away the boss music just because the boss got, you know, dead. That's barred. That's nothing. Oh, right, the big one. Oh, Did you kill Orlaith? Vela stands over the lifeless body of her once friend Orlaith, her sword still dripping with blood, and her face twisted with fury. You should be dead. I stuck my sword into your heart. I saw your body fall. It would have taken a god to stop you from... Her eyes narrow. Oh, now I get it, Confessor. You really have been following in my footsteps, haven't you? What happened to... What did happen to your left arm? And your face? She flexes her arm, its black flesh pulsing with eldritch energy. Merely a byproduct of the unprecedented work we've been doing here. Okay. You killed Orlaith? She attacked me. I had no choice. If it wasn't for you... okay. Well... You want to talk about it? No more talk, Confessor. Not ever after everything you've done. You turned my comrades against me, forcing my hand. Their blood is on your conscience as much as my own. Can't you just bring them back with the angel? Vela frowns, turning her head away. That would be up to them, not I. And Orlaith made clear her desire to eschew my vision of heaven. Is she going to be turned into an angel spawn? I don't know. She points her sword at you, Orlaith's blood still dripping from it. Get ready, Confessor. I won't let you nor the Inquisition get in the way of what comes next. For the sake of humanity. Don't you really mean for Elizabeth? She glares at you with a newfound fury. How dare you mention her name? You know nothing of her soul, of my family. This feels like an exact quote from what we had before. She meant more to me than burned alive and fought. Yeah, this is the exact same text. And now here we are, surrounded by the corpses of your new family. Was it worth it? Was Orlaith's death just? Her eyes go wide with shock, then narrow into slits of pure molten fury. I gave her the chance to stand down. I would have forgiven her, a privilege I will not grant you. Kablamo. Oh, hey, she teleported. Vela wheezes and coughs, blood dribbling from her lips. It seems I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. Nope. Also, you know, when you don't put your helmet down, it doesn't help in combat as much. She grins weakly, showing teeth glazed and red. I guess it's up to you now, Confessor. The angel awaits. Just consider what I said. You could use it to save this broken world. Yeah, but, like, can I kill you? No? That's annoying. I can't even loot you. Alright. Hello. You look like an old god. Gotta get a thumbnail. What do we have here? It seems as though some wretched soul spat from a dank prison cell has somehow stumbled into the most fateful moment in living memory. The angel watches you, stranger. To its incomprehensible mind, you are little more than an insect crawling on shit. And yet here, in this plane of existence, it has no power without one such as you. It is a thing born of the void. It can think and feel only in cipher, and lacks the perspective of a mere mortal. To have agency in this place, it must merge with another. This creature defies foresight, stranger. In the threads of prophecy, this moment is an abyss through which I cannot see. For years I thought it was Vela who would stand at the precipice, but now I see that it is you. Yeah, a lot of dice rolls involved. Many in your position would claim sole responsibility for their successes. I'm glad you have the sense to see otherwise. These islands have long been the home of dreamers and fantasists. Their delusions have seeped into the fabric of the earth, waiting for one to reclaim them. The people here have hung their wishes on your shoulders, nothing more. But you would do well to remember your power. All power is borrowed. We are naught but conduits. And now, whether by chance of skill, you wield more power than any before you. The last time this angel was roused, the whole world was destroyed. You could banish it, or you could merge with it and succeed where those before you failed. What will you do, I wonder? Well, it's now or never. Good luck, stranger, if there is such a thing. Do I press buttons? I could press buttons. I think mana potions actually just replenish more now, too. As you approach the angel, a pressure builds inside your skull until it feels like your head might split in twain. Your body shivers with a nauseating energy. Somehow you know the angel is inside you. First of all, I guess I consented to that. I took the elevator up. Clench your teeth. A needle of pain gouges through your mind. Memories of your childhood, of people and places you knew, all flash before your eyes, wrenched forth by the will of this creature. Is it trying to understand you? It does look a little bit like a bug. I want to use your power. Your body seethes with impotence and impatience. Yes, you understand. The angel can do nothing on its own. Not in this reality, not in this body. It is trapped here. It must merge with another, a sentient being from this material plane, if it is to have any agency here. It would need only be a moment, and the angel could separate once more, peeling off from its new form and returning to the void. Or it could stay and weave a new reality within this one. I'm ready to choose. A tingling of anticipation suffuses your body. The angel awaits your decision. I want to merge with you. You feel a sense of opportunity, of excitement in the unknown, and of starting anew, but a surge of dread engulfs you. There will be no going back from this decision. Even if humanity survives, will we recognize ourselves? And why should you be the one who chooses for them? Are you so just, so righteous that you should set the pattern of their existence? Are you prepared to claim that power? Yes. Your body is engulfed with a warm tingling that soon becomes a tearing, agonizing pain. Your vision distorts, then seems to blend with your other senses, like your very consciousness is dissolving into water. You're merging with the angel, so that two become one. Your last coherent thought is a desperate hope that you have made the right choice.
The angel beckons. As you tumble into its mind, your consciousness twists, strains, and bursts, spilling into the universe. You see it now, for the first time. A tapestry of words, lines, and verses thread themselves through every corner of existence. With a few twists of your tongue, you could change it all. And you do. Your words reverberate through reality. A few utterances reverse the finality of death and the frigid linearity of mortal existence. With another sentence, you bestow upon each person the smallest droplet of your newfound power. All across the sky realms, everyone, from the noble to the downtrodden, feels a surge of understanding beyond that of any cipher wizard. The long dead, silent for centuries or more, find they need only open their eyes and breathe. Among them are your companions, Basalt, Orla, Frost, and the Duchess,
Orla?
ashore, watching your ascendancy to something beyond godhood. And here, in the Oneric Isles, you seal yourself away in a womb of cipher. A city soon propagates around you, but you pay it no heed, intervening as little as possible. Paths stretch ahead, to places both sunlit and dark, and even your new vision cannot see which one humanity will choose. Jack Basalt retires from mercenary work, drifting through the sky realms in a rickety old boat. On occasion, he is seen in one port or another, beguiling children with swashbuckling stories that seem too outlandish to be true. Frost marries his lover Sam'el, and they raise their children with stories of sky-faring adventures on a quiet little island on the edge of the Sky Realms. The Duchess, her youth restored, begins a journey to find her daughter, which takes her to the Underlands. In a grove of newly blossoming trees, she sees that beaming smile at last. And the Emberian finally sets down her armor, allowing the burden of her ancestors to finally lift from her shoulders. Thanks to your help, Pagurth grows to be the dominant power in Hallowshire, overseeing the region's transformation into a realm of anarchic fecundity. Over time, the people here shed their mortal skins and change into a cornucopia of outlandish forms, enraptured in their own decadent and peculiar rituals. Though all are equal in heaven, you cannot help but favour these new citizens, ushering them forth as shining examples of this new era. And in neighbouring Pwyll, an immense scry shroom forest grows, which grants all who step within it prophetic visions that unerringly prove true. In the Endless Realm, your plotting ensures that the Entombed One is able to defeat the Queen of Silver and her council. Her presence amplifies the agonies and resentments of the island. In this new era of magical potency, their malaise comes to consume the region, until one day, the Endless Realm simply disappears without warning or ceremony. In neighbouring Hallowshire, the people of Pagurth's new domain barely notice this strange occurrence, and those that do find they cannot quite remember what was on those islands in the first place. Some Wiccan priests even try asking their gods, but the answer is always the same, that the ancient kingdom of Verdant was destroyed long ago, leaving nary a trace. In the Clockwork Kingdom, the power of the angel supercharges Afra's reforms beyond her wildest dreams. After a period of total chaos, the renamed kingdom of New Cardova becomes a beacon of radical ingenuity, where anything is possible, and ordinary folk reinvent themselves 7 times before breakfast. Cardovan society swiftly becomes incomprehensible to all but the most broad-minded outsiders, spreading lunatic machines and persistent reality glitches across the Sky Realms. Elders warn that those who emigrate there will forfeit their very humanity. But for surprisingly many people, that's the attraction. With Vela defeated, the chains that bound your mysterious benefactor shatter, freeing the entity at last. You never cross paths with it again. And as for Vela, you could never detect her life force in the throb and pulse of reality. It seems that in the end, she did not have the will to embrace her own dream.
I'm pretty happy with that ending. I think across, like, every subplot and area, I almost always chose to, like, grow what wanted to grow there but was maybe struggling. Except for, I don't know, the Endless, it was just like, so many of their people are miserable. There's no good solution to the flesh problem, because you either bring back war against, like, all living people, or you have to basically torture, like, a fledgling god until they go insane and snap and kill you all anyway. So I just kind of got to this point of, like, it's okay to let them die. They've had their time, and I think most of their people want this. the Clockwork Kingdom, I feel like, has gotten a bit weirder than I anticipated. Pageth, I was a bit unsure about when I first embraced him in Hallowshire and was like, okay, we're going to go through and, like, do some of this stuff. But I love the premise that in this new reality, one, they don't mention what happens to the Inquisition at all, which I find to be quite funny. But everyone can just choose to be whatever they want to be. I think that's about the best ending you can get. Even if, you know, humanity doesn't seem like humanity. So, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to cut the VOD here. We've only been streaming for like an hour and a half, though, so we are going to keep streaming. Doo-doo-doo.